to another video. So I know after the last video that I did, I sort of like went quiet. Let's just say I had a lot of thinking to do because a friend of mine said, hey, you touched on growth and you really didn't get into it and stuff. And so yeah, and then shortly after that we went into a time of prayer and fasting, and of course that's not even the focus of this video. But yeah, so today I'm talking about physical growth being the key word here. So we could also call it chronological age growth, if that makes sense. But what has always stamped this reality for me is watching kids grow, and very specifically my own. So you may have heard, or you know, that I am now at baby number 4. And yes, that was my husband trying to make light a situation. And let's just say during that period there were too many celebrities who were making videos of the baby's deliveries, and so yeah, mine didn't last that long. Yeah, so as I was saying, that again, that's not the focus of this video, but it's very crucial. Why? I remember when I was younger, my older friends used to like telling me things like, where's school too, you're still young, things aren't going to be like that when you're older. Hey, my friend, yeah, let's just say it's for real. I had my first child, Tifa, when I was 23 years old, and then I had my 4th child just as I was turning 33, so that's 10 years apart. And I will tell you this, things are not the same. Now, the truth of the matter is God has given me a grace of delivering my babies with much ease. I did not say painless deliveries, I'm just saying with much ease. But my body has aged over time, of course, and so there's wear and tear, and this became very evident when I was delivering, or after I delivered Laura. So I was on the beach this morning, and here's the thing, it's just as beautiful as it always is. Now, the Bible speaks about growth, not necessarily in the nicest of ways, but it is what it is. We are born, we become kids, then we become teens, and then we become adults, and then we become old, and then we go the way that everyone must go. So Isaiah chapter 40 verse 6 to 8, and allow me to read, says, the voice said, cry out. And he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all its loveliness is like the flower of the field. The grass withers, the flowers fade, the flower fades because the breath of the Lord blows upon it. Surely people are grass. The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God stands forever. And then you go to Psalms, or the book of Psalm 103 verse 15 and 16, and it says, as for man, his days are like grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourishes. For the wind passes over it and it is gone, and its place remembers it no more. Ouch, that's a painful one. And then the last one is of course from the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 24, which says, because all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of the grass withers and its flower falls away. And verse 25 of course says, but the word of the Lord endures forever. Now here's the thing, that is true. And I've been on the beach many times. The truth is, it never gets old. Yes, I know the world is aging, and there's a lot of stories about its aging, and we all know the reality of things is it is, but it doesn't get old. Now, I've had the privilege of always bouncing back after I've had my babies, and the truth of the matter is, now that I think of it, I think it was more detrimental to me than it was beneficial. Why? Because it was deceptive. Whereas things out here were looking good and all, what was going on inside was not good. Let's just say after I had Laura, I discovered that I had stage 2 prolapse. Now, first of all, I didn't even know that existed. Let's start there. And I didn't know what the causes were, and I didn't know what to do about it. And I I might speak about it in the future, but just for now, you can read about it. But our bodies generally, over time, as we age, degenerate. Okay, and it's important that we realize that, because if we don't, then we begin to feel the consequences thereof. Now, if you're a car owner, or you probably know about cars, I mean, every once in a while, after you've bought a car, you take your car for servicing, you change a few parts here and there. Sometimes you even go ahead and revamp it so that it may still look as good and stuff like that. And our bodies, just like the cars, do the same thing, only we don't get spare parts. All right, so what am I saying? Let's take care of these bodies. Let's eat well. Let's go for medical checkups randomly, not just when we're sick, every now and then. Let's make sure we're getting enough sleep. This insomniac story is not good for your body. If you are, pray about it. God gives rest to those He loves. Go start exercising, whether it's muscle building or it's just for physical fitness, whatever it is. And if I may add, if you're a woman, begin to do pelvic exercises, because I failed to do that, and very specifically Kegels. And whatever your age, just begin to do Kegels. And by the way, gentlemen, that applies to you as well. You need to do your Kegels. It's very important, because we exercise everything else and then we fail to realize that there are muscles in our bodies that need us to exercise differently. So yeah, so some of us made New Year's resolutions and we said, hey, we're gonna take care of our bodies, we're gonna eat right, we're gonna start exercising. I don't know where you are at with that, but if you got off the wagon, I hope you jump right back on it. And if you didn't, put some consideration into it, because the truth of the matter is, the older we get, the uglier things will get. Like, we want to grow old and want to, thrive even in our old age. But if we don't take care of it, the truth of the matter is we will go the same way as the grass, So let's do it while we still can, take care of our bodies. Let's get moving. Now, if you know someone who needed to hear this, if you've been encouraged by this video and you know someone who needed to do this, please go ahead and share with them. If you would like for me to actually speak about prolapse and stuff like that, with that journey of just trying to get myself back in a good place has been like, go ahead and comment below and I'll be sure to respond, with the video probably. But yeah, so that was all for me today. Barakatele, may the Lord bless you, may He keep you, may He make His face to shine upon you. Very specifically, my prayer for you is that He will awaken you to the reality of this, the fact that we're not going to be here forever, and even while we're here, we're growing old, and we need to put some things in check. And after He's done that, I pray that He strengthens you enough to actually get up and start doing something about it. So see ya.